So on the construction, there are a lot of products that are under development. I think the future is going to be about having the ability to sense the application need in the construction segment. So Escorts has gone back to the drawing board and is developing platforms keeping in mind the requirements which are coming vis-a-vis the Make in India program. For example, we are at a very advanced stage of developing a city crane. A crane that has all the application need, has all the innovative features to create the application that is being needed for the kind of development we see in our cities. So there are many applications with which newer products are going to be launched. And with those launches, we are going to see a lot of energy and a lot of drive in terms of numbers, contributions, and that will change the future of what we believe is going to become a very powerful story for Escorts in the construction business for the years in the future.
Okay, so since the construction business view is positive, by when do you see the construction business turning into the black?
Well, Sonia, a lot of work is under play right now. I believe that the EBITDA positive we should achieve very, very soon. I don't want to give you a specific timeline, but I can give you a confidence that also with the recent restructuring that we have done at Escorts, whereby we have brought in the factor of agility and leanness. So the entire backbone in terms of the manufacturing and the support services now have been converged. So in terms of the modules of excellence which are driving the growth in tractor business, or in terms of the TPM culture that we're bringing into a company, the same excellence now is also coming into construction segment. So I believe we have a great team which is working currently, and in factors of and with initiatives that are under play, will see the result that you are asking for. I think it's a matter of time.
Okay, so can you tell me what are the steps taken in the railway business, which has seen a decent, the railway business has seen a decent growth this time around. So what are the steps that you're taking to grow that business?
Well, Sonia, my board, my chairman, myself, we are very, very optimistic on the railway business. I believe that in the next 4 to 5 years, this segment should be upwards of 1,000 crores. In the past few quarters, we have made entry into newer product lines. Recently, we also got approved for the BMBS, bogie mounted braking systems. We're getting into couplers, shock absorbers for high-speed trains. We're also doing a lot of developmental work to see if we can make a very strong entry into the metro segment. So in categories of high-speed trains, or for the wagons, and even for metro, and also for the international requirements in terms of the design work that we perhaps can do, and products that we can supply for the international markets, are also product line that we will introduce. So I do believe there will be a very transformational growth that you will see from our railway segment in the next 2 to 3 years.
Nikhil, hi, good afternoon. Just to get it right, you are saying 1,000 crore top line for railway business?
So I say that in the next 4 to 5 years, I see railway business to touch 1,000 crore top line. I see no reason why we shouldn't go for that top line, given the kind of opportunity we see in India and in the international market. And yes, vis-a-vis with the requirement and the developmental orders and work that we're doing in bringing in newer products, I do believe this can be achieved.
Okay, so that would be nice to get into the shock absorber manufacturing business for high-speed trains. There's a lot of work that's happening there. But what kind of growth do you foresee in your bread and butter tractor segment itself? I mean, the growth has been very good so far. And what stage of the tractor upcycle are we in now?
Well, Sonia, the last 5 to 6 months have been extremely positive. We all are thanking the heavenly gods for the uniform of rainfall that we've seen in the country, which was much needed. Given the sentiments which I believe from the rural markets are extremely positive. Also, the last 3 years were very difficult, so a lot of postponement is something that we also see could be an aspect of the growth that we are seeing. I do believe that in the current fiscal for the full year, it could be upwards of about 11 to 12%. So I am very, very bullish on the current fiscal growth numbers, and I do believe it could it could see us through for the next 1+2 years. Given the fact after 2.5 years we will be seeing an election, so the mood again could be optimistic.
Okay, so let me get that number right again. 11 to 12% you're saying for FY17 itself as well?
10 to 12%, yeah, for the current year.
Okay.
Okay, so geography-wise, where are you seeing the growth and where do you see incremental pickup?
As far as we are concerned, Sonia, we are going to be a pan-India player. Escorts traditionally was strong in the northern and the central market. I think in the last 2 years, my team have done an extraordinary job in creating product applications for the need that are required also in the southern and the western region. There are a lot of products that Escorts has launched between both the brands of FarmTrack and PowerTrack. So from a paddy requirement to a haulage requirement, we have a special tractor for haulage which we call an ALT. To all the application need that we see today in the country for the agricultural purpose, we have the product. I believe the mood and the preparation along with the right product, with the right contribution, which is a result of the right costing that we have achieved, I think Escorts is ready for takeoff. So the growth will be evenly in south, west, moving forward. I do believe by the end of this current fiscal, that what I have indicated to my team is that our weak markets have to turn to opportunity markets, and we must have double digits in terms of market share. And I'm happy to share that for the month of July, Escorts has overtaken Sonalika, so we are back to a third spot. But this again has to be consistent, and we will do so vis-a-vis the processes along with the application knowledge that we have today as a company. So I do believe that we will be evenly distributed between the 4 regions.
Okay, so you're back to third spot as far as market share is concerned. Finally, before we let you go, Nikhil, you gave me a growth target for the next 4 to 5 years for the railway segment. But what about the consolidated entity? What's the expectation?
Well, Sonia, I usually don't give any forward numbers, but all I'll say to you and to viewers and to our shareholders and prospect investors is that Escorts is not just looking for incremental growth, we're looking for transformational growth. We are going to achieve leadership position in our core businesses that we have chosen, and we also want to see robust growth, which is also a desire of our board of directors in the international markets. So we also want to geographically spread our presence and have an active participation for the growth that we see even in the African continent and then moving forwards to the Northern American markets as well. So I think coupled with what we see, I believe there's lots of opportunity on the plate, and I think Escorts is ready for that opportunity bite. And with that opportunity bite, we will see good profits, good growth, and more importantly, and the most importantly, good governance with great executive and empowerment to the youth of engineers that we're recruiting into this platform. I'm having fun, and I want the people to have fun who are part of this platform called Escorts.
Okay, Nikhil, thanks a lot. Your shareholders are also having fun and have made a lot of money this year, I can tell you.